Hi, I'm Gabby Barbieri, and I'm a senior at Regis Jesuit High School here in Aurora, Colorado. I plan on majoring in computer science and engineering with a focus specifically on software and coding. I've always loved to figure out how things work, so I'll explain how both rechargeable and disposable batteries function. Although there are lots of different types of batteries, the basic way they function is essentially the same. But before I can explain how they work, you have to know how they're structured. Batteries have three parts: an anode, which is negatively charged, cathode, which is positively charged, and an electrolyte. An anode is made up of a chemical that produces electrons. In a dry cell, which is the kind you would find in things like an Xbox controllers, the anode is typically made of zinc. The cathode is made of graphite, which is what accepts the electrons that come from the anode. The third part is the electrolyte, which is made of ammonium chloride. This help keeps the electrons from going directly to the cathode from the anode. Essentially, batteries store potential chemical energy and convert it into electricity through oxidation-reduction reactions. The way it works in a disposable battery is that the zinc anode oxidizes, which means that it generates a buildup of electrons. These electrons want to pass directly to the positively charged cathode to make it neutral, but the electrolyte prevents this. When you connect the anode and cathode together in a circuit, the electrons can now pass through to the cathode. So there is now a flow of electrons between the anode and cathode when they are connected. You put something like a light bulb in that circuit, and the electrons will pass through it, lighting it up. In disposable batteries, this process continues until the chemical runs out of electrons and then the battery dies. Rechargeable batteries, like the ones in phones or laptops, work a little bit differently. The electrons don't just move in one direction. When they're plugged into an electrical source, the chemical reactions that they use can be reversed with the flow of electricity. In lithium batteries, lithium cobalt oxide is used as the cathode, carbon as the anode, and organic solvents such as ether as the electrolyte. When lithium batteries are being used, the electrons are being discharged from the anode and moving to cathode, just like with disposable batteries. But when the battery is plugged in and given electricity, the electrons move back from the positive cathode side to the negative anode side, charging it back up. I hope this helped you understand how batteries work, because honestly, I'm glad I know the reason why I don't have to go everywhere attached to an outlet.